In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to recreate this pop art witch look. I think it's really cool. It's different from the average just green witch. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. In the comments below, let me know who your favorite villain is. When I think about it, I don't have a favorite villain. I don't like Scar. I actually hate Scar. Because it's the first thing that came to mind. Scar from The Lion King. I was just thinking, man, I really hate Scar. Because he freaking killed Mufasa. Like, seriously? F Scar. Very passionate about that. But let me know in the comments below who your favorite villain is. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not, so you'll be notified every single time I upload a video. And please give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Now let's begin the tutorial. I feel like so awkward with this girl.
Love potion number 9. Okay, side note, they used to play that song all the time during Halloween where I used to work. I worked at an amusement park called Kittyland here in Illinois. If you remember Kittyland, let me know in the comments below. We share a special bond. Anyways, moving on to the actual tutorial. Use a white eyeliner pencil to draw on your witch's eyes. Bring the eyeball all the way up towards your brows and down your eyelashes. Then use a nude eyeliner pencil to draw on your mouth shape, teeth, and nose. Doing this gives you an idea of where you'll be placing your paint and helps keep these areas clean for the other paints you'll be applying. Now use the black paint to paint on your eyebrows. I went with a curved brow to make my witch appear evil. Then use that paint to outline the eyes. Make sure you apply some of the paint above and below your lashes to help hide them. Now go ahead and outline your mouth, teeth, and then paint the inside of the mouth black, but make sure you don't paint all over it because you don't want to paint where your tongue will be. Make sure the black paint goes over the opening of the mouth to help hide your mouth so that people stare at the witch's mouth rather than your real mouth. So basically, you're giving the illusion that the witch's mouth is actually your mouth and you're hiding your mouth without using Photoshop, because guess what, people? I can't stand when people over Photoshop their pictures and they're like, this is how you do this tutorial, but in real life you're gonna look like a sloppy mess. No. Girls, boys, I am here to help you. I'm here to help you, boo. I'm not saying there's something wrong with editing your pictures. I'm just saying when something looks totally different in a picture and it did in person, that's where I'm kind of like, for real now? For real? Like, who's going to follow this tutorial and actually end up looking good if you didn't look good? So, that's what I'm trying to get out. Okay. And now take whatever skin color you plan on using for your witch and paint your skin with that paint. Avoid applying that paint to the eyes and mouth. I use Mehron's light green paint for my witch's skin color. As always, I'm using Made You Looks brushes to apply most of the paint that you see, and then Royal Langnickel. So if it's the turquoise color, it's Made You Look, and if it's like the darker blue color, it's Royal Langnickel. After I've painted my skin, I go back with the black paint and paint more of the features, like the lips on the mouth, cheeks, a butt chin, wrinkles, and moles. Make sure you paint some moles on your neck. Then after that, what you're going to do is you're going to use a dark green paint to shade the skin. So we're not going to be using eyeshadows to shade this look because you want it to look very cartoony, so that's why you're not going to be using eyeshadows. So you're going to use a dark green paint to shade the skin, like I said, and you're going to shade above most of the detailing and features. So above the black paint on the chin, lips, around the nose, on the moles and wrinkles. Moving on to the gums, use a red paint to paint them, then paint the tongue purple. So this part is pretty simple, just solid colors. If you want to add more detailing, you can by adding different tones of red or different tones of purple into the look, so it's more like detailed and looks a little bit more realistic, but I'm going for a more cartoon solid vibe, so I'm just using red and purple. To paint the teeth, use a white paint as the base color and then use a yellow paint to shade the teeth and the black paint to detail it with some small streaks on the teeth. I didn't want to keep this a solid color just because I wanted the teeth to stand out a bit more and not look so flat. I wanted to give the witch a little bit of eyeshadow, so I used a purple paint to paint around the eyes. Now you can paint your witch's eye color whatever you like. I went with an orange base, so I painted the entire iris orange, and then I used yellow to highlight the eyes. So what I did was just apply little yellow streaks onto the orange paint, and then use the black paint to paint the pupil and white paint to paint the whites of the eyes. While you've got the white paint out, use it to highlight the skin. So get a very small amount of that white paint on your brush and apply the paint randomly around the skin. If there's too much paint on your brush, you're going to end up with white streaks all over your face. So by picking up a little bit of the paint with your brush, the white blends in with the green that's already on the skin, and it creates a lighter green color in those areas. So that's why you pick up a little bit on your brush and not too much. After that, I did some finishing touches. I outlined some areas on the neck and painted more molds on the face, and then I painted any exposed skin green, which for me, I just painted one hand because I didn't want to get like paint on my camera with the other hand. So yeah, I just painted one hand and my neck. So that's it for the tutorial. I put on a black hoodie and some black pants, which you couldn't see, and I called it a day for my witch. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed so you'll be notified every single time I upload a Halloween video. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.